Peace family, this is Shophar from Full Show Energy Work, and this is 6 to 9 ways for you ladies to have a better love life. So in this video we're going to go over 6. The other 3 I'm going to put on my Patreon. You put those together, you have 6 to 9. So let's go ahead and get into it. So number 1 is knowing. What do I mean by that? Knowing who you are at a deep level. Understanding that if you're having a problem magnetizing a mate or a lover or the love life that you want or the sex that you want, somewhere in you, you have forgotten your power and who you truly are. So number 1 is knowing. Just think about the egg inside of yourself and how the egg calls the sperm, to it. It magnetizes it to it, right? The egg doesn't have to move around. And when that force or gravity of Mother Heart, aka Mother Earth, because if you take the word Earth, take the H, put it at the front, now we have heart, right? So how it draws to it what it needs, that is your nature. And when you are in alignment, when you remember and know who you are as a womb being, aka woman, but I don't like to say woman, as a womb being, you remember who you are, then you have no problem magnetizing and drawing in exactly what it is that you need. A lover, better sex, all of these things. The thing that stops that flow sometimes is the false BS in our life or the false belief systems. So number 1 is knowing. Number 2 is balancing structure and flow. So balance is number 2. What I mean by structure and flow and structure is yin and yang, right? It's the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, balancing those, understanding how to have these things will actually help you call in the love that you're looking for in life. How so? Well, many times because a lot of womb beings are not putting the ample amount of time into resting, into nurturing self, into bettering and just allowing yourself to rest. That is the time that you get amped up. That's how your magnetism comes online. That's how you get the ideas and creativity and know which way to move and what, if your friend says, oh, you want to come to this party or you want to go to this concert, is in that rest and being able to relax in yourself that you will give the right answer. No to the party, yes to the concert. You don't try to do both of them because it would tax you too much, right? Or it would cut your time too much. You go to the concert and next thing you know, you meet somebody really beautiful. You see? So, and that's just by starting to, because this society is so machine-like and always so amped up and so masculine, so fire sign, to be able to add a little water, a little flow into your life. That is going to help your love life. So number 2 is just get balanced. Number 3, speak life. Speak life. Truthfully, and I know this can happen both with men and womb beings. There's so much shit that goes on in relationships these days. It's not hard to be out here speaking hexes. You know what I'm saying? That you don't trust and that men ain't shit and that men are dogs and all this type of stuff. But all of that antagonistic, downplaying, shitting on the opposite sex is not helping you call in what it is that you want, what you deserve, what you desire, what you are passionate about. Stop speaking hexes on your life. Speak life. Give breath to something different. Find something about the masculine energy that you can start praising. Notice how the word praise has raise in it. Start doing that, and that's going to help your love life too, because otherwise, if you're staying in these trauma loops with your girls and you start talking shit about dudes and everything, you are throwing off your alignment, and that is not going to help your love life at all. Number 4, become embodied. Become embodied. What do I mean? Start moving around in your body more. A lot of you womb beings, because of the society that I already talked about, there becomes a disconnect between the head and the body. And even with those of you say you're a dancer or whatever, but there can still be a tendency to be in the head a lot. So one of the most powerful things that as a womb being you can do is just start connecting with your breasts. How many of you just take time to actually take your hands, don't ask nobody else to do it, start with yourself, and you just take time to massage your breast, not looking for lumps or anything like that. I'm not talking, because if you do this, I believe you won't, you know, if this was done more, we wouldn't have so much breast cancer, you know, pandemic that's out here. Honestly, I feel a lot of it is just because taking the time to just rest and feel yourself and love on yourself. So number 4, if you want to help your love life, be embodied. Learn how to be in touch and take your mind and breathe it in, and breathe out into the breast area, and then breathe in. These are the things that will enliven your love life. Number 5, check your false belief systems, your false BS. All this stuff out here that's about high value men, this and that, an independent woman, and you know, feminism and blah blah blah. There's so many isms right now that, you know, and wokeism and all these different things, all these things that just create more schism and more disconnection points for all of us. Get back to your original self. The feminine, like soil, and that's where we get the word soul from, soil. If you look at the soil, it's an availability. So when we as beings, and this is womb beings or men, if we are in our feminine energy, we are in a space of allowing or being open to something. So with having so many guarded false belief systems and things that we think and how we see reality, and these limitations that we put on what can happen, it constricts the energy. If that's what you want, keep doing it. But if you want a different life, look at your false belief systems and really take some introspection. So take some time to introspect and look and see if this is serving you or not. And if it's not, have the courage, have the strength to do the work to let that false BS, that false bullshit go. And number 6 is intimacy. Allow intimacy in your life. Many of you ladies, if you really check in with yourself, if you do the introspection, the inward look, you're going to see that there's a low-key fear of intimacy. There's a fear of allowing someone to be in your life. So taking the time to allow yourself to actually have intimacy, that's important. So take the time to look within yourself and see if you, because many people are like, oh, I want this, this, and that, that, and this, and then somebody good shows up. And the truth is, you're not ready. That happens with a lot of people, a lot of womb beings, is that when someone that is carrying a certain energy actually does show up, it shines a light on, like, oh shit, I still have this stuff that I need to work on. So work on it now. And that's going to help your love life in the end. And you can already even be in relating. You could have a husband and still not be open to intimacy, which is deep. So that's 6 ways that you can have a better love life, ladies. If you like that, you know, think about subscribing to, or, you know, supporting my Patreon channel. The link is down below. And on there, I'm going to have a video where I go over the other 3. You know, so notice we got the 3, the 6, and the 9. These are some powerful numbers. And I thank you for coming through. And again, I'm Shophar from Faux Show Energy Work. And I do energy work around sensuality. Me and my lady, we do it for couples and singles. And I also have a book, Soul Sacred Orgasmic Living. And I have workshops and webinars. I have a webinar series called S.E.X to S.E.X, Sensual Emotional Exchange. The link is down below. We have Coed and we have ones just for men. So you can check that out and see when we have those dates coming up. And again, thank you all for just coming through. Keep that S.E.X in your life. Keep shining, keep evolving, and do so exponentially. Peace.